Boom. Welcome to another episode of Cookin It With Ayydé. I am super excited today because I'm going to be linking up with the one and only Bia. She's going to be teaching us how to make Bia's special lamb chops. I love lamb chops, so I'm super excited to have somebody that enjoys them just as much as I do. So let's bring in Bia and Cookin It With Ayydé. Where's she at? Bia.
What's tea?
What's
Hey,
up,
girl.
Bea?
I'm
How
so
are
happy to be here. I love food and I love you. So let's ride. Let's see.
I'm so happy to have you here. First of all, I want to say congratulations in advance for all of your success that I think has been long coming. We've been waiting for this, okay? Like, I feel that you are super underrated. I will say that. I feel like a lot of people need to start paying attention to Bia because you are packing heat. And I feel like you let that be known on for certain. So I'm super excited to see what we're whipping up in the kitchen today. We're making your special lamb chops.
I'm so glad. This is like one of my favorite things ever. I feel like I don't eat a lot of meat, but when I do eat meat, I like to just indulge and whatever. So lamb chops is like one of those things. Every time I see it on the menu, I try to order it, but it's always better when I make them. I feel like, and all my friends, they always tell me, they're like, you make the best lamb chops.
Yeah.
Like, can you make those lamb chops again? So it's my famous dish. So I'm gonna share it with you.
Oh, I can't wait for that. And I feel you on that. When I go out with my boyfriend to different restaurants, we both be mad. He gets a little bit more mad than I do. He's like, this food is whack. Like, we should have stayed at home.
Right. There's nothing like home because when you cook it, you make it with love. It's like different.
Yep. That's my number one ingredient. I always say you gotta make it with love. I truly believe that whatever energy too that you're feeling, like say you mad and you try to make something to eat, like that's probably not a good deal. Because we're gonna fill it with them eggs.
That's so crazy because I never would have thought that's happened to me. I've been mad or rushing something and I try to make something and it comes out terrible. I mess up my rice like that. Like, oh my God.
Because that energy, it really transfers over. Who did you learn how to make these special pork chops on your own, or did your mom pass them down? What's the story here?
You know what's crazy? My grandmother makes like really, really great lamb chops, but I never learned how to make them from her. Like I feel like I took little things about her lamb chops and then I just took like things that I just kind of made on my own. I don't know how I started making lamb chops. It just became like one of those things like one day I just tried it. You know, when you live by yourself and then you're like, I'm just going to try to cook for myself and you start experimenting. Like this was one of those dishes for me that like I just stumbled upon and everybody's like, wow, you do this so good.
All right, I'm super excited for it. Let me get my lamb really quick because that's the one thing I didn't leave out here. I left it in the fridge as it should be. Hold on. 2 seconds. I put it in this thing and I put this napkin so it could soak up the blood. It wouldn't be all bloody.
Yes. So I already like prepped mine. I usually do it the day before. Okay. I cut the lamb into like actual chops, cut the little lamb chops. Okay. And then like I cut a lot of limes. Like I'm talking about like 2 whole limes.
Okay.
And I just after I cut them, I pound them so that they're a little bit flatter. And then I drench them in limes, apple cider vinegar, and a little bit of lemon juice. Okay. And then I feel like that really soaks up like the blood. It makes them not so gamey. And I don't really like gamey meat. Like I like good meat.
I'm with you on that. You know what? You're one of the very few people too, which I don't know why this does not want to cut through to this. There's this weird little bone right here.
Yeah, they're really hard to cut through. Sometimes I like to get them pre-cut, but the best lamb chops come how you have them right now, where you have to cut them yourself.
That one got messed up. I don't like how I cut that one. But
it's okay, girl. That happens to me all the time. I had to cut these by hand, and that same thing happened. So this is how they look after you cut them. I'm just gonna rewash my hands because you have to be a clean girl in the kitchen.
Oh, I wash my hands all the time when I'm in here. You're one of the very few people that drenches things in lime. Like, you know, a lot of people have this debate about chicken. Like, do you wash the chicken? Do you not wash the chicken? I wash
Right.
it with lime or lemon. I drench it with it. And same thing, like it takes out that gamey taste out of the lamb for sure.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's so important. Like you can my grandmother used to like, wash the chicken and like I feel like especially if you're from like the anyone who's like from the islands or kind of like
Uh-huh.
foreign, like we do our own thing with sterilizing chicken. Like we don't just eat chicken or any meat at all because it's like I'm trying to go vegan too at some point in my life. I don't know when, but when I do, yeah, I just feel like meat already to me is like, ugh. So I just want to make sure it's like the clean as it can be.
No, but I think that the lime and the lemon is like a good trick. Okay, so look, I cut the lamb. So I have little lamb chops now.
Yep.
Okay, now what's the next step?
So then I pound them out because I want them a little bit flatter. So
Okay.
I pound them a little bit. So these are my
Okay.
lamb chops. They're already soaked in the lime, apple cider vinegar, and lemon juice.
Okay, mine are not going to get the soaking. They're going to
Yeah.
get the, they're going
You
to
can
get
just clean them. Like you
the
make sure you just like get them. Like if you have a little bowl, put them in the bowl too, so they can really just like
Okay.
soak up all that juice.
Boom. Boom. This little tiny ass bowl.
Yeah, right. But it does the job.
I'm gonna let it marinate.
Yeah, I like quick. It's a quick marinade. It's just like here, get clean, y'all.
Take a quick bath.
Yeah, take a quick lime juice bath. Get all that nasty stuff out of there. That stuff that's in there.
All that extra stuff that nobody needs.
Yeah, that stuff we don't need.
Throw this in here.
Yeah, I love cooking.
Did you ever play like cocinita growing up, or like did you play in the kitchen?
Yeah,
Pretend.
my grandmother used to make my abuelita used to have me make beef steak like really young. Like I remember being like 8 years old, being hungry, and she would be like, "Oh, you want to make beef steak? No, we gonna make beef steak." And she would like, set me up with the little piece of steak on. And I remember like making eggs, mad young,
No,
super young.
that's how that's how I grew up too. Like my mom had me in the kitchen mad young, like ponte a deshebrar esto, ponte a hacer esto. And sorry, I have something popping up on my computer. Do this, do that, and I'd be like, no, like I don't want to do it. But now I appreciate it as an adult because I
Right,
know how to do things. I know how
right.
to do things. Did you know? Did you know early on, Mia, that you wanted to be an artist?
Um, I always knew early on that like I had this weird thing with music. Like I used to like, oh wow, I like music like way more than everything else. But I didn't know I wanted to be an artist. Probably not until one random day, like after high school, like maybe about to go to college. I was like, I think I want to do music. Like, it was just like a random thing. I want to do this.
What music did you grow up listening to? Like, what were the sounds of your childhood, or just that surrounded you? Maybe.
I listened to a lot of rap growing up. Like, believe it or not, like when I was growing up, rap was like the one thing I listened to. Like it was like a time where you could like walk up the street and there would be somebody selling CDs on the street and you could buy like 5 CDs for $20 and there would be like mixed CDs and things like that. Like the mixtape era is like kind of like where I was growing up as a kid. So I just loved music. I loved rap, R&B, all genres though. Like my mom used to listen to Selena when I was really young.
Oh, is
Yeah.
there one specific Selena song that you remember that stood out the most to you?
Um, Not one specific song, but I literally like love them all.
Just listening
I
to that.
love like I could sing you a million songs.
What did your parents say when you finally decided, like, yo, this is it? Like, I'm gonna go after this. This is what I want. What did they just support you, or were they against it?
No, my mom, well, my dad. I wasn't really close with my dad at the time, but my mom was kind of just like, all right, like go for it. My mom's very. She's one of those people that's like, if you want to go, you have a dream, go chase it. Like, who am I to tell you not to go chase it? You know. But I just don't think anybody thought that it would be like this, you know?
Look, and now you're here and looking back, because to those that don't know, it has been a long time coming, right? And I
Yeah.
still feel like this is just the surface of Bia. But from the first release of Chola season to where we're at now for certain, what differences do you see the most in yourself, or can you hear in your music?
I think I'm just like better at making music. I think I'm more sure of like who I am as an artist and what I understand that like to have the ability to make music is a gift, you know, and you can't just take that and just make what people want you to make or what you think people want you to make. You have a responsibility in a way to carry like a higher, you know, message because you reach more people. So I feel like, you know, before I was more so making songs to make songs. Now I feel like I'm more so like I'm trying to change the world. Like, you know, I'm trying to bring people closer together. There's something like bigger that I'm trying to do with my music, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like more purposeful, I feel like now.
What about in releasing this project for certain during this time with so much uncertainty going on, with COVID hitting us, the political climate being what it is, because there's still some changes happening? Were there any doubts coming from you? Did you feel like scared at all? Like, how was that process? Because I feel like usually a release comes with touring, concerts, whatever it may be, press
Yeah.
releases, and that's being taken away. What was it like for you as an artist dropping your baby during this time?
I just feel like, you know, it was a scary thing because you want your project to have the best opportunity to succeed and you want to set it up to succeed. But I also feel like, you know, I don't know where the world is headed. I can't stop my life and, you know, plan for something that I don't know what's going to happen. So for me, it was kind of just like, you know, I think the world needs this. I need to put it out for me and for the world. And, you know, so it's like, why am I gonna wait? It's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's gonna happen in 2021, 2022. All I know is that I have to, you know, do my diligence, keep working, keep being there for my fans and things like that, you know?
Well, I'm really glad that you did, because it gave me a chance personally to get to know you a little bit better. Again, like I said, I still feel like it's just scratching the surface, because you've touched on some things, but you didn't get as deep. It's like I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit to see who's listening, and I sure as hell was. So one of the tracks that really caught my attention and that I love, like I have to listen to it like on replay. I can't just listen to it once, just because I love the confidence that I'm hearing in your voice. I love what you're saying, and that's on Free Bia, First Day Out, and
Free
that's a
beer. First
Free
day out.
Bia. It's so good to me. Like, I haven't been in that position. It's a straight call out to the industry. I'm listening, and I'm just like I'm curious to know, like, what were those times? What led up to those lyrics, to this song?
Well, what I felt like it was important to my story to, you know, to get that song off and to let people know what I went through because that's something that a lot of artists go through, and I don't think that it's really been put in song that way, you know. And it's something that not just a lot of artists go through, but a lot of people go through. And I feel like you know, it was necessary and it was important to my story and so many people relate to it. I'm glad I put that song out because it was I needed to do that in order for me to get to the next chapter of my career and, you know, my artistry.
Yeah. What would your advice be to any young aspiring artists that are stepping into the music industry, not even knowing like a lick of what is to follow?
I would tell them to learn the business, know the business, you know, because at the end of the day, like we love making music, but this is a business. So you got to know the business first before you want to make the music, and, you know, or expect to be successful, you know. You got to know there's two sides.
How was it for you being a female and being a Latina in this industry, did you find it a little bit more challenging for you?
I feel like yeah, being a woman is challenging, and then being a minority is challenging in general. So it's like, you know, whether you fall into being a Latina or whether you fall into being black or brown, I feel like it's just hard for you in general, harder, you know. So you have to. It's almost like we have to tread lightly, you know, with like things that we do or things that we say because we don't want to be perceived or depicted as a certain way. Or, you know, it's like we have so much responsibility as Latinas, as black women, as brown women. So I just feel like the most I can do is represent us the best way that I can, you know? Like I take responsibility in that. Like I have to represent us. I'm not just representing one. I'm representing all of us.
That's absolutely beautiful. Thank you for doing that through your music. You're very inspiring and empowering at the same time. There's something about your cadence, your tone. It's like it's bossy, it's sexy, it's everything. I'm like, go ahead, Bia, talk your shit. Like, I want to hear some more.
Yes, talk that shit.
Say what you gotta say. Now tell me, what else do I have to keep doing to these lamb chops? Because I will keep asking you question after question, and these little lamb chops
Okay.
are looking at me like, are you gonna cook me or what?
Yes, no. Okay, all right. So you cut your lamb chops, you pounded them out, right?
Boom.
You put your lime and lemon on, you did that, blah, blah, blah. Now I got them on my plate, right? So
Okay.
now I'm gonna start to do my seasoning thing. I took mine are a little bit browner because I had mine sitting for longer. So I take my paper towel and I'm gonna soak up my extra water. Right?
Okay.
So you could just dry them things off, like as if you're getting off the beach.
Getting off the beach, you want to take all that extra sea salt water off of your body. La playa. Man, don't even talk about La Playa. I really wish I was there. I can't
Me
think of
too.
the last time I really went. You know what? I'm a huge fan of Tulum. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to go. I've actually been
No.
I've actually been going consistently for the last 6 years, except for last year and 2019. I didn't get to go, but I was really tempted in Christmas to go, but everybody was there. I was like, I'm not trying to go there. I'm trying to be away from y'all.
Right, me too. I'm trying to stay away, but at the same time, I want to go to Tulum.
Oh, wait, have you been, Bia?
Never. That's why it's like, wow, I really need to go. That's a sign. You're telling me a sign from God right now.
There, that's all you needed. That's the confirmation.
Yeah, I needed it from you. Like, girl, get your ass to Tulum.
So are we putting all the seasonings on here now?
Yeah, so right now I do kind of like a dry rub. So first I do my first layer of adobo. I put a little bit of adobo on my lamb chops because I want them to be really like, you know, tasty. That's my number one layer, okay? So once I do that, I come back in with a little garlic salt.
Garlic salt?
Yeah, I love good garlic salt.
Oh, I got this
garlic salt.
Garlic powder. This is the garlic salt right here. It's that same one that you got. That Lori's, that's the best.
Yeah, Lori's, oh my God, so good. So I come with a little bit of garlic salt.
Yeah.
I sprinkle it real generously on my lamb chops.
Oh, I like seasoning too. I am not scared.
Yes, don't be scared now. Because, you know, lamb chops can taste a little, like we said, a little gamey. So I don't want to drench them, but I want to, like, make sure that they're really coated. Then I go in with my little secret. I put a little bit of sprinkle of cayenne pepper on it.
Cayenne, okay.
Yep. So one little quick whoop whoop, and that's because I like a little kick. Real quick, nothing too crazy. Then I go in with my lemon pepper. I love lemon pepper.
Throw it on there.
Okay, I love lemon pepper so much that I got two. So we're gonna go in with 2 different lemon peppers because that's how I'm feeling today.
All the lemon pepper in the world.
And I'm gonna pat that in there because this is the seasoning. This is gonna make my lamb chops like hit different. Okay, this people never had these like this, so I'm gonna pat it in there like, okay.
Pat. Spanking them.
Así, mira, como muy fancy ahora.
That's a moist Chef Ramsay up in here. Boom.
Chef Bia, muy coco girl. Oh,
And then for those of you guys watching, Bia is in fact in a robe, okay?
I am in a chef robe.
And a chef robe. Keep it cute.
Keep it classy, nena.
Y luego, ¿qué le ponemos? What is this? Thyme?
Okay. So then I'm going in with, this is my lemon herb seasoning. This is just like another lemon pepper that I got, but I've never even used this one. So I'm not going to use too much of it just because I don't want to.
We got to keep it safe.
Yeah, we got to keep it safe. So
can't be experimenting too much.
Like Emerald Lagasse, I see, mira, like this much.
No, I'm trying to be
if you
spice bay over here.
If you come from like any type of real kitchen, we don't measure things really. We just like I've never seen my grandmother measure unless it was baking. But like I've never seen her do that. It's always been like
it's that is the truest thing. I say this all the time. When I started my cooking show, my boyfriend would be like, "Yo, you need to tell them like how many cups." I was like, "No, tanteale." Like that's what my mom would say, "Tanteale." Like figure it out, like find it out.
That much. I don't know.
However much.
A little bit of pepper too, because I love pepper, and I do the fresh pepper that you gotta ground. So I'm grounding a little bit of pepper on my lamb chops, like this.
Boom.
And then, I love my thyme, so I put thyme while I'm cooking it. Usually I do fresh thyme and fresh mint leaves, but I forgot the mint. So
I have the mint. I have the mint here.
You got the mint, you're doing great, sweetie. Like.
Look, I'm not even going to use the knife for this. I'm going to just use my little tiny hands, and I'm going to shred it with my hands.
Yes. Yo,
should I put this on now, though? Because wouldn't it burn when I put it in the grill?
The mint in the garlic is the secret ingredient to these lamb chops.
Okay. I got my garlic minced over here, too. So I'm just going to combine.
So, yes. So what you're going to want to do, because this is the part that I can't do because my stove is out.
Fine, you good.
So what we gotta do is you gotta take your pan and you wanna put a little bit of your olive oil in that thing.
In here.
It's in there. Inside your pan. Yep. And if you're not grilling them, sometimes I grill them, but I mean I don't have a grill right now to grill.
Right.
So we do the stove. I don't have a stove either right now, the stove, but so what you do is you put some olive oil and you let it come to like a little bit of a snap, crackle, and pop.
Oh,
the first thing you put is your garlic.
Garlic in first?
Yes, you want to burn that garlic, kind of like you want that garlic to get brown and to get on the pan, and you want it to create like a char.
I mixed my mint with the garlic, and now I'm having to take the mint out. And there's going to be some. Oh, this is like really, really hot.
Yes, it's going to be so bomb.
I have this little electric like stove top right here. And I be doubting it because I'm like, oh, it's not going to get that hot. It's hot.
Yeah. I can't wait to make these as soon as the stove will come back on. Hopefully it comes back on. They said in a couple hours, so we'll see.
All right, I put my little lamb chops in here.
So you put your lamb chops in, but first you make sure your garlic gets like nice and crispy.
Oh, it's hella crispy.
Okay, good. Yeah, so then you put your lamb chops in, and you want to flip them like you want to keep them coated in oil. So make sure they all get all mashed up in there, and then you can just flip them every couple seconds. But I like to cook them till they're well done. Because I like mine with a little bit of char. You know what I'm saying?
I do too. Look, I have gotten you flowers. I have gotten you roses.
Oh my God, I love those.
Boom. I was trying to go with the colors for certain. I didn't even realize you couldn't see them.
Well, I have my orange roses up here. You just can't see them, but I have orange roses up here as well.
What is your love for the color of orange? I was looking into the meaning of it, by the way, because you know colors have meanings.
So
How,
what does it say?
it said that it's a very vibrant, lively color, and so people that are very like full of joy, people that are independent, creative, um, really like it, and that it's very like a peaceful color too. It's also fiery because it's a combination of yellow and red. So I was like, okay, I could see why Bia chose this.
That color is literally me in a nutshell. Because I think I'm a Leo too, so I'm a fire sign. I'm naturally like super fiery, so the color is just my favorite. I didn't know I love orange as much until I put it on my hair, and then it just spoke to me in a different way. And I was like, wow, I feel this. Like, this just feels like what's inside of me right now. Orange.
You're like, we are one. I was really also trying to put on something orange, like a sweater, a shirt, and then I realized I don't really have that many orange things. I have dresses, but it's cold right now, so I was like, I can't do
Yeah,
that.
usually I'm wearing orange, but it's so cold in LA right now. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just do my robe today.
It's impossible. I want to get back to the music, okay? I want to talk about free hands and skate because to start off on free hands, that third
Same
verse,
hands.
what was
Same
that?
hands. Same hands. It's called same
Same
hands.
hands. Sorry. Same hands. That third verse, I love so much. You're talking about, people that aren't being real, showing that betrayal, but you staying still true to yourself, not being afraid to share that shine with other people. Because it's like, I believe the line is, if I see you shining, then I win too.
Yeah.
Is that the exact line? If Correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
because I don't know.
You win and then I win too. Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
I love that line so much because it's like you're telling people like, yo, I see you how you are, like if a
Yeah.
win for you is a win for me, like I don't gotta take away from your shine.
Facts.
What inspired this song and that collaboration as well with Lil Durk?
So the song was like exactly like you said. I was going through like different forms of betrayal from different people and friends, and I felt like the song was just exactly what I was going through. But then I had that time where like it's hard for people to see other people be successful when they're not successful. So that was like something that I had to go through personally. Like I had to watch people become successful and learn how to be happy with other people, seeing other people's success and knowing that I would have my moment too. And things like that I felt like just caused me to write those type of songs. When it comes to Dirk, I felt he would be perfect on it. So I hit Dirk and I was like, yo, I got this song. Let me know what you think. He's like, yeah, I love it. Like just laid the verse, sent it right back to me. So it came pretty organic. Like it was just like that. Like
I love the song and also Skate. On Skate, you're talking about some more betrayal on there too. People wearing that mask, like there's like one person to your face and another when you turn around. Like, how do you get past that betrayal? Like, how are you able to reflect and move on past that? Because I'm hard. Like once you show me your true colors, and once you betray me or whatever it may be, like I don't know how to forget and I don't know how to forgive. But how do you
Well,
put
I
yourself?
think it's just that you got to know how to forgive but not forget. And then I don't focus on the people that do me wrong. I focus on the good people in my life. Like I focus on all the good people that I have around me and that God puts around me. So I never really trip about the people that leave or the people that I have to let go because there's so much good energy around me. And that's what you got to keep, good energy around you.
That's like that's something that I feel like a lot of people don't realize, like they do stay to focus on like, damn, but they did this to me or staying super stuck on that. It's like at some point you got to move on, and I believe that there's always good in every situation, no matter how bad it is or that you're not seeing that light at that moment. Like there's either a learning lesson or something.
That's
What
so true.
what has been some of the like biggest lessons that you've learned throughout your career, either personally or artistically?
Um, Biggest lessons. Wow, that's a good one. I feel, oh my God, I've learned so many lessons, but really, like, one big lesson I learned was not take things personal. Like, everybody's going through their own things every day. So it's like everybody fights their own battles. So you don't know what somebody else is going through. So I just try to just be that person in the world that doesn't bring people down, or be that person in the world that brings a little bit more light to somebody, or make your music make my music to put somebody in a good mood, or to break up with their stupid ass boyfriend, or you know what I'm saying? Like, empower you to go get a bag, make some lamb chops.
Better yourself in some type of way. And you're talking about empowerment, which is something that I love so much because there's such a strong female presence right now dominating the rap game. You being one of the ladies, I want to know though, like, has it ever gotten like kind of scary for you, or ever been in a situation where the industry maybe try to like mold or shape you into somebody that you're not just so you can stand out?
I think that's life. Like, life, people are gonna try to turn you into something you're not. But it's like, if you gotta know what you stand for, or you will fall for anything. In music and entertainment and on social media, like, you just gotta know who you are. I think that the music industry, they're always looking for that next thing. And when they find one thing, they try to make everybody like that thing, so that it all works. But that's why you just gotta know who you are. Like, I know who I am, so I don't really run into those problems.
I commend you for that because you can feel the confidence, you can hear the confidence, and I think that that's really important, because if somebody that's listening that might not have that same confidence, by maybe listening to you and to all the powerful ladies that are out throwing out that music, it's like, yeah, you're building that confidence, you're helping somebody else in one way or another. Now,
That's the
speaking
goal.
of things that you've done. The first time that I came across you actually was with J Balvin on Safari, and I was like, "Yo, who is this girl? Like, who's this?" Like, I wanted to know who you were. And you've had some amazing collaborations, from J Balvin to Caliuchis to, of course, Russ. Congratulations on that as well. If you could have your dream collaboration of like top three people, dead or alive, who would they be?
Dead or alive? Wow, that's a good one. I would have to say Selena, Aaliyah, and Rihanna.
Oh, those are good ones. She said, all the
Yeah,
ladies, bring the ladies through.
girls, girl. I love my girls. Like, I love them. Those three women are definitely like everything down to aesthetic, class, music, everything. Just like, definitely.
Have you been keeping in touch with Rihanna? Have you guys been able to possibly make some music together? Are we ever going to see that? That would be the dream.
That's the dream. You just said it, girl. I wish.
We're throwing it in the universe. We're throwing it in the universe.
Yeah,
So,
speak it. Speak
oh
it.
no, it's gonna happen. I mean, I thought it was amazing when she posted herself walking to Best Honor. I was like, go
Yeah,
ahead,
she's
Riri.
so real.
I
She's
was
so
super
dope.
I was super excited about that. I've been around her and I'm just like, yo, she is that bitch. Like, she really, really is. Like,
Goddess energy, honey.
my arm kind of rubbed against her arm. I felt like heaven. I was like, yo, I made it. My arm
Right?
with Riri's arm.
I
I've
feel you.
done it. Bia, when was like one of those first moments that you made yourself proud?
Made myself proud. Made myself proud. Wow, that's a good one. I think every time I accomplished something that I didn't think I was gonna accomplish, like going to the Latin Grammys, I made myself proud. Like, going, having my first number one with Russ, I made myself proud. Like, knowing that Rihanna likes my music, I made myself proud. Like, I was like, yeah, Rihanna likes my shit. I don't care who doesn't.
I don't need approval from anybody else.
Yeah, like, I've made myself proud. I continuously, God is good, man, because as long as I'm working, I keep making myself proud. So yeah, I feel blessed.
Go ahead. When are you the happiest?
I'm the happiest when with my loved ones, eating food, or in the studio. Like, I'm so happy when I'm recording new music. I don't know why. When I'm in the studio and I'm in the zone with my friends, like my two homeboys or whoever it is I'm recording with, I'm happy. Very happy.
Have you been in the studio lately? Are you working on anything? I know that we're still fresh for certain, but is there anything else in the works right now?
Yes, I've been working on R&B, and I've been working on some R&B music, and I love it. Oh, it's coming out
R&B,
so
I
good.
like that. I see what you did there.
Yes, I don't get out the studio. I'm always in the studio, always. So yeah, I love it.
Are we going to be hearing any of that dropping soon?
Yeah, so I will drop it soon.
Okay, I'm gonna be waiting for it. Last question, and then I'm gonna let you get on to the rest of your day. Is what piece of advice would you give your younger self?
I would tell my younger self to not take as many people's advice and to trust myself. I would have told my younger self to it's okay to not know it all, to make mistakes, learn from them. You know what I'm saying? I would tell my younger self to not be so hard on myself and to just live and enjoy the moment.
Oh, that's a great piece of advice. Bia, look, I'm gonna try these delicious not pork chops, lamb chops that I just finished up.
Try them. Take a bite. Let me know what you think.
Let's see. Vamos a ver.
I gotta know.
Nice and cooked. Fire.
So good.
So delicious. I almost cut my nose.
Better than when you go out, right? To the restaurant.
Way better. Tanto sabor. I will tell you this. I'm really happy that I made these because I've never thrown mint on them. I usually will make them with rosemary. I make them with rosemary. And these are absolutely delicious. Like, I'm going to get off of this camera so I can finish eating them because I don't like to eat on camera because I'd be looking real ugly. You are the bomb. I can't wait to hopefully link up in person.
Yes,
and give you a hug and give you your flowers. Really, truly, that's what I really wanted to do, and give you your shine because you deserve it. I'm super excited to see what more is coming from Bia, and let him keep having that heat, girl. Like, talking your shit, you're really good at it. So you're inspiring, and I'm rooting for you. I'm really rooting for you, Bia. So
thank you so much. I can't wait till we can cook in person because this is good. I'm gonna bring out the mimosa for us, okay?
you met the girl. I got a whole wait, where's the liquor? It's over here somewhere. You see all that liquor over here?
Do you see what we got going on over here? Okay, honey.
Look at this. There's Pac.
Oh my God. We got we got a whole bunch of liquor here, honey. So we're gonna take shots next time.
We gotta make it happen. Do you mind hanging tight? I'm gonna just close this out. Hang tight, okay?
Okay.
With you. Thank you, Bia. All right, y'all, there you have it. Those are Bia's special lamb chops. They are thebomb.com. I'm going to finish eating them and enjoy the rest of my day. Thank you guys so much for being here, for joining us today. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, all right? Bye.